kind of been the class of the field, Mikhail Orlowski.
Orlowski started racing many, many years ago when he was 5 years old. I remember him in the early years at ETS running TT01. He has grown all the way up the ladder, earning his first world title in 12 scale last year. Now starting on pole here at the Touring Car World Champion. And this is the title that everybody absolutely wants to have on the top of their mantle in the world of RC.
5 minutes of A-Main number 2 IFMAR World Championship action ahead of us. It is on Reinhardt. He could take it home right here, right now. Coming from 4th to 1st, going to be a very big challenge.
And here we go. We're down and away, off and rolling. Mikhail Orlowski from the top qualifying spot, finding his way with clear track here at the drop of the flag as they are off and rolling. A-Main number 2. He has got a statement to make here as he had some tough luck in A1 and a perfect start here for Orlowski.
Reinhardt not getting the start he needed. He caught a curb and a little bit of contact, dropped himself down a couple spots, running 6th right now.
So this way as it starts out here, this one definitely looking like it's going to A3. Reinhardt right now showing back in P6, so it's all about these three down the line. Orlowski, Coelho, and Ronald Volker.
Here comes Volker, 3rd, pushing hard on the back of Coelho. Orlowski's car looking very smooth, clean. Down the straightaway they go.
Orlowski looking much better here in A-Main number 2. Just as I say that, he goes just a bit wide, a half a meter wide on the corner. That is a perfect line for you and I, but for these top drivers in the world, it is the difference.
Volker starting to put the pressure on Coelho, and as I say that, Coelho reels up on the back of Orlowski.
Battle, they go around the right side carousel onto the straightaway here at beautiful Finish Line Raceway here in Bakersfield, California on a sunny, beautiful day. The best of the best going for the title of champion of the world as Orlowski brings the field down the straightaway.
Coelho pushing hard, falling back just a little bit on this last run, a 10.84 to a 10.85.
It's Orlowski around the carousel, onto the straightaway they go. Coelho closing up just a little bit this lap here, maybe about 3 or 4 meters back as they go through the switchbacks across the start-finish line. Coelho now reeling in Orlowski.
Little bobble there, 2-3 corners, just a little wide, and you see Coelho upon the back door of Orlowski.
We had contact in the first round when these guys were so close. You're wondering how that's playing into their mind right now. Is Mikhail worried about it? Is Bruno having to back down a little bit? Doesn't want to have any problems again? You just don't know here as we're at 2 down, 3 minutes to go.
Mikhail looking a little more comfortable here in A-Main number 2. The gap hasn't been quite as narrow as it was in A-Main number 1, but still a super tight race here at the front as all top 3 drivers within half a second.
If we think back to A-Main number 1, Bruno Coelho had the faster car. He kept pushing on Mikhail Orlowski, but here in A2, Mikhail Orlowski looking smooth right now.
Orlowski gapping out just a little bit. Last couple laps, he was a couple tenths quicker than Bruno. Bruno down the main straight. You see that gap widening just a bit.
Orlowski across the start-finish line right now, followed by Coelho, followed by Volker, Akio Sabu, and Alexander Hagberg. Round out your top 5 as we're 2:15 to go. Orlowski in control right now with Coelho, and a white car, Ronald Volker behind.
Coelho looks to be making up a little bit of time here and there, but can't string 2 of those together. It's either him going quicker or Orlowski going a little bit slower. Mostly looks to be Bruno going just a touch quicker.
Down this ready to go, about the same gap, 1st to 2nd and 2nd to 3rd, as Ronald trying to come up with something to put pressure here on Bruno Coelho. So we got the Schumacher of the Polish driver, Mikhail Orlowski, followed by the X-Ray, Bruno Coelho from Portugal, followed by the German, Ronald Volker, 2016 world champion driving the Mugen.
Inside lines here. Now Coelho has reeled back in just a little bit, maybe just a couple feet closer. He's been a tenth faster than Orlowski the last 3 or 4 laps.
Excellent battle here around the right side carousel down the straightaway. You got a minute 20 left on the race clock. These guys match. Oh, Volker with a little mistake there. Luckily, he had a wide berth right now on Akio Sabue. So now it's a 2-horse race out front with Orlowski and Coelho. Through the sweeper they go.
Orlowski, this is the closest Bruno's been most of this race. Still have just a minute to go here. Bruno putting the pressure on hard.
So much on the line here. These guys running at the pinnacle of our sport. It is Orlowski and Bruno Coelho, 2 drivers here down this straightaway. Both world champions. Both know how to do it. They got the skills to pay the bills with 50 seconds to go.
Bruno applying massive pressure on the back of Orlowski now. You see him just within inches of the bumper.
45 seconds on the race clock. Traffic may play a part in this. These guys got to give these guys room as the world title is on the line. Each and every spot important. A great job. Bruno overcooks the corner just a little bit. Down the straightaway with 30 seconds to go.
Orlowski leads the way. Bruno, bobbled there. Gets loose, spins out. Going to lose all that time.
Oh, my, a mistake. Bruno, the first one to blink here in A-main number 2. That is a huge break right now for Mikhail Orlowski in A-main number 2. We got 13 seconds to go as they cross the line. Oh, traffic sideways in front of him. Orlowski now just got to bring it home. He's going to have one more lap to go in A-main number 2. Orlowski's going to get an extra lap. Coelho going to get caught at the line. Tie break is very, very important, so Orlowski cannot sit back. He's got to push to get it to the line because every tenth of a second important. A2 goes to Orlowski.
Fist pump the rail. Orlowski very pleased with that one. Clean run, start to finish, nearly flawless run. I think he had just a couple late turn-ins, but other than that, looked flawless. 10-9s, 10-8s, 10-7s to round things out here in the last few laps. Volker was pushing very hard in the mix with them as well, running third, just a tenth off their back door, but got a little loose in the sweeper. Still able to hold on for third spot, though.
Oh, don't touch your card, sorry. Crystal, don't touch it. So we'll be deciding this one in A3.
Orlowski with a sigh of relief, coming back strong from the devastating A-main number 1. A-main number 1 winner Reinhardt did wrap it up, I believe, in the 6th position. And as I mentioned, he caught a curb off the start, went wide, got shuffled back, and wasn't able to climb much further back up the ladder. It looks like Scotty's got Mikhail. Take it away, Scotty.
We're here with Mikhail Orlowski, A-main number 2 in the books. It was all business that time.
Yeah, car was good. After the first one, my chassis was broken and the whole car, so thank you to my team for helping me fix the car. I was really scared it will not work as well as before, but it was really, really good. I could have a comfortable gap to Bruno. And, yeah, I'm not going to comment A1, but car is awesome. I'm enjoying it out there, and I've been in that situation many times at races when things don't go your way, but then at the end it either clicks or doesn't. So the most important is that the car is fixed, and I'm looking forward to the last 5 minutes of this week.
Yeah, good job, Mikhail.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to try to run over here and get a comment with Bruno. Hey, Bruno, it's always tough when you guys at the pinnacle of our sport, you guys know how to race. Any comments on A1?
Yeah, I mean, A1 it is what it is. You know, we fight super close. There are always some bubbles that we do during the runs. You know, guys in the front, guys in the back is always difficult to judge. You know, and I was very close to Michael. In my opinion, Michael touched the car before that first corner, and he opened a little bit too much. I didn't have the time to really. I saw the replay after. Didn't have the time to brake, but you know, it is what it is. As we race all the time together, and we had so many fights together, and we respect a lot. Absolutely. So it is what it is. I touched him. I told sorry to him, and we fight again. Back now, we had first and second. I also tried to save a little bit of position, not attack too much, because I didn't have any result on the first A-main. Now I have a second, and now on the third one I will give everything for sure.
All right, best of luck, Bruno. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so there you go from the world champion, Bruno Coelho. Back to you, Charlie, in the studio.
Man, good stuff there.